From breaking up to staying up all night, 'cause you can't stop crying. Get halfway over it, you call your friends and they pull you out Friday night.
Okay, well, you just did an incredible set on the main stage.
Thank you.
I know everyone down watching was loving it. How was that for you up there on the stage?
Amazing. It went by so quick.
Yeah.
It was just the absolute best. It's so nice to be back at Boots and Hearts. And it's kind of funny because you think back on memories of it and you're like, is it actually as awesome as I remember it? And reliving it again, I'm like, yes, it's just the absolute best.
And we were just talking about outfits, you and I, before we started this, and I noticed your charm necklace. When you were on the stage, I could see it in the camera. I wanted to ask you, do they have any I was trying to look at all of them and figure out what they are. They're so cute.
I literally just went to New York for my birthday. New York is my happy place other than Nashville. And for my birthday, I was like, I just want to make something that kind of talks about the album that I just made and where I am at in life and all that. So it's kind of cool that it's just a special piece that gets to come with me for the ride now.
I love it. It was great with the outfit. I love it.
Thank you.
So let's talk some new music, because you and April just released a new album, Love Again.
Yes.
I saw, so you've been releasing singles from the album since 2022, I believe, right? I think 24 was the first one you released as a single, right?
Exactly.
So how long was that in the making for prior to that? How long have you been writing songs for this album?
24 was, I think that all came around pretty quick. I wrote that song actually for my sister because she was just about to be turning 24, and we released it actually the night of her birthday. And it was kind of cool that it got to work out that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's so many years in the making of figuring out the right songs and the right direction for this album. And I had a bunch of other songs I thought I was going to write and release for this album. And then my producer was like, I think we need to change things up. I think you're writing too many sad songs. I think we need to let the people know that you're just a happy, positive, go-lucky kind of person. And we kind of shifted a little, and here we are now.
Well, it turned out amazing. The album is awesome, so you guys should all go listen to it.
Thank you so much.
When you first announced it on Instagram, I loved your caption. You said, whether you have it, lost it, or still looking for it, experience the beauty of finding love again. That was the most poetic way you could have introduced the album. I love it so much.
Thank you.
When you were crafting this, I mean, you just talked about a little bit, but what were the most important messages you kind of wanted your audience to walk away from after hearing the album, when keeping that in mind when you were writing the songs?
Like I said, Eric kind of put me in this, you're in a happy relationship, write happy love songs.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge for me because growing up, I kind of live in this mindset where I think everyone feels love differently, but everyone feels heartbreak the same. And I think that's why I love writing a heartbreak song, because I feel like everyone understands it a little better. So writing the love songs was a little tougher for this album, but we've had so much fun writing those. And then there was the couple heartbreak songs, and Love Again was actually the very last song written for the album, because I felt like there still wasn't a song that captured everything as a full. So there were so many titles already on the album that had love in the title, where I joked around and said, well, we could just write the song called Love Again. And I was like, wait, talking about it in the idea of, getting to feel all those firsts again and finding the beauty in a heartbreak was kind of the best way to wrap up the whole album.
Yeah, it's perfect. And you performed that on stage. It's just such a beautiful song. I love it.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, how did you get into the country music industry? When did you first fall in love with performing and singing and country as a genre?
I grew up dancing, playing piano, then eventually worked my way into guitar. My mom's from small town Saskatchewan, and I like to say that that's where my country influence came in. Because other than that, before then, I was listening to NSYNC and Britney Spears and Nickelback, being an Alberta girl. And then it was the mixing of Brad Paisley's and Sarah Evans and Sugarland. And that just made me fall in love. I think it was the sound of the instruments and the way of the storytelling that really caught my ear. And I was hooked ever since then.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I grew up on that kind of same area of music with my parents playing it too. So every time I get friends into country music and they're listening to, of course, Morgan Wallen and everything, I'm like, no, you gotta go back. You gotta go back to Brad Paisley and all them too.
Absolutely.
So you moved to Nashville. How long ago was that again? It was
6 years.
6 years.
It's crazy. Yeah, it goes by quick.
Yeah. So since then, since you moved, how has that changed the trajectory just of how your career has been going versus when you were living up here in Canada?
I just think, honestly, it opened the doors to being around country music 24/7. It also humbles you really quick because everyone out there is incredible at what they do, and you just want to strive to be better and create better songs and new sounds and all of that. Never mind, I look at the festival lineup this weekend and I'm like, it's a bunch of my friends, and that's so cool because I feel like the beauty of country music is that it's a family. So being a part of that family full time is pretty cool.
That's incredible. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Loved meeting you, and I loved watching your sets.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
This
Have
is
a great
awesome.
time.
You too.
Thank you.